So close your eyes, roll your shoulders down your back, and begin to focus on your breath. Taking a deep inhale in, and an open mouth exhale. Let's do one more of those, filling up your chest with air. And then letting it all go. Continue to focus on your breath, taking deep inhales and exhales at your own pace. I'm going to gently roll the shoulders back. My name's Maria, and I'm going to be leading you for the next 55 minutes with this vinyasa class, so thank you all for joining. With everything going on this week and the past few months, it's really hard to clear our mind and just focus on the present. Because any of those thoughts or worries or fears or to-do lists start popping in your head, just let them go. If you're rolling your shoulders one way, let's change directions and start to roll them forward. And then take a deep inhale. Let's raise the arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to start with a few twists. So inhale the arms to the sky, and exhale, twist to the right. Placing your left hand on the outside of your right knee and gently gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale to sit up a little higher, and exhale to twist a little deeper. Inhale to center, and exhale, let's twist to the left. Inhale, sitting up a little taller, and exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale to center, and let's do it one more time on each side. So exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center, and exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to center, and exhale, let's fold over our legs. So walking our fingertips out just as far as you can go. Relaxing the neck and the head, letting it just hang. Lengthening through the spine. Crawling the fingertips out a little further and sinking a little deeper into this fold. And inhale, slowly walking the fingertips up, sitting back, nice and tall. And we're going to work our way into a tabletop. So removing any props that you might have used. Coming into a nice flat back, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to find some cat and cow. So on your inhale, drop the belly, raise the chest. Look up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, curve through the spine, finding a nice cat back. Maybe find some gentle movement here, shaking your tail. Curving through the spine. Inhale for cow. Lowering that belly, raising the chest. And exhale, cat. Take 2 more of these at your own pace. Throughout class, I'm going to offer a couple options where you can add a little more strength to your practice. You can feel free to add those in or just do whatever your body's feeling today. Add or remove anything that doesn't feel good. So meet me in a static tabletop. And from here, we're gonna put the weight into our hands. So you have nice wide fingers. Your fingers are spread out like a web, and you're gonna put your weight there and lift up the knees. Take a deep breath in and bring your right foot and place it between your hands, lowering your left knee back down onto the mat. You can come into an Asana. So just shift your right foot up a little bit further maybe and sink into that right hip. Again, maybe find some gentle movement if that feels good. Then inhale, raising the arms to the sky. And we're going to start with arm circles on the right. So taking the right hand and moving it backwards, moving it clockwise, very slowly, waking up that shoulder. For 3, 2, and 1. Now placing the left hand down on the mat, let's move that right arm to the back of the mat, kind of finding a modified horizon pose. So right arm is reaching to the back of your mat, gazing to the back over that right shoulder. And you can allow your right foot to come onto the edge of the outside edge of your foot. Taking a breath here, and then drawing the arm back down onto the mat. We're gonna turn and find Skandasana to the top of your mat. So Skandasana, you can either have your heel off of the mat and be low like this, or you can place your heel all the way down your mat, be a little bit higher, whatever your body's feeling. You can find some balance here. Then placing both hands down on the mat, we're gonna find a gentle seat. Lower your butt all the way down carefully. And then drawing that right foot into your left leg. We're gonna do a forward fold over the left leg. Inhale the arms up high, turning to face your left leg. And exhale, fold over the left leg. Taking 2 long breaths here. And then inhale, arms to the sky, and then placing that right arm behind you, lifting the hips up to the sky and reaching the left hand behind you. Exhale, coming back to your seat and working your way to a plank pose. You can stay here in plank or join me for some shoulder taps for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the knees down, let's find our child's pose. Big toes to touch, sinking those hips down, and then gently lowering your forehead all the way down to your mat and extending your fingertips to the top of your mat. Take a nice long breath here and an open mouth exhale. And your next inhale, let's work our way back to our tabletop, and we're gonna try that on the other side. So inhale, lifting the knees off of the mat. And then drawing that left foot between your hands. Working your way into an Asana. Lowering that back right knee and finding some gentle movement. I like to sway back and forth a little bit. Feels good on my hip. Then inhale the arms up high. And we're gonna start with the arm circles on the left. So drawing the left hand back and around. For 3, 2, and 1. Now coming into horizon pose over here. So reaching those left fingertips to the back of your mat, gazing over your left shoulder. And allowing your left foot to come onto the edge. Inhale, drawing that hand back to the mat. And we're gonna find Skandasana on this side. You can play around with a little bit of balance. And then gently work yourself down to seated on your mat. Drawing the left foot in to meet the right leg. Inhale the fingertips up high. Turn your shoulders over your right leg and exhale, forward fold over your right leg. Taking 2 long breaths here. On your next inhale, taking the left hand, placing it behind you and raising your hips up to the sky, reaching the right fingertips. And then exhale, working both hands to the mat and finding your plank pose. Holding a nice strong plank. Option to stay here or join me in dropping your heels over to the right, back to center. Drop your heels to the left, back to center for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's find your child's pose. So coming down your knees, big toes to touch, and exhale, let it all go. Coming down onto your mat. On your next inhale, let's work our way into downward facing dog. So lifting those hips up to the sky. And find some gentle movement in this first downward dog of the class, bending into one knee and then the other. Pressing your chest a little closer to the tops of your thighs and lifting those hips up to the sky. Working your way to a static downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your mat and exhale, travel. Inhale, halfway lift, finding a nice flat back, extending the crown of your head out to the top of your mat. Then exhale, let it all go, forward fold. Let's make your feet hip distance apart and find your ragdoll pose. So reaching for opposite elbows, find a gentle sway, bending into your knees as much as you need. Finding that belly to thigh connection. Then inhale, slowly rise to Tadasana. We're gonna flow through a standard Sun A. So inhale, raise the fingertips to the sky, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, finding your plank pose. Now here you have the option to do your vinyasa or go into straight into downward facing dog. So hinge forward if you're gonna join me in vinyasa, lowering halfway down, untucking the toes, and inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat and exhale, travel. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to Tadasana. Then exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna do that one more time, moving breath to movement. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go through your flow. Lowering halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. And then taking your right hand, reaching back for the left leg. Let's find a twist underneath your down dog. You can reach for your calf, your ankle, whatever's accessible. Inhale, placing the right hand back onto the mat, and let's twist to the left. So taking the left hand and reaching for the left leg. And then placing both hands back on the mat, coming back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat, and exhale, travel. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold.